All right. This meeting is being held in accordance with Public Laws 1975. Chapter 231, an adequate notice of this meeting, has been provided by a notice sent to the Star Ledger, the local source, and posted in the main lobby of the municipal building and on the Township website. We would like to welcome Carl Ostergaard Jr., Commander, American Legion Post 228, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing for a moment of silence for our service members here and abroad. Thanks, Carl.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk.
Mayor Laufer,
Present.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser is here. Committeeman Capides,
Here.
Committeeman Huber, Committeeman Weber.
There.
All right. Announcements and proclamations. Springfield 55-plus residence calendar for February 2026 is posted and packed with great events. All municipal offices will be closed for Monday, February 16th, in observance of President's Day. Springfield celebrates the 250th anniversary of America. Reenactments at the Cannonball House Sunday, February 15th from 1 to 3. I know Chief Cook is really excited about that. Reconciliation, Building the Bridge at Jonathan Dayton High School is on Sunday, February 22nd from 2 to 4. The 63rd anniversary of the first time Dr. King spoke in Springfield. It is a rescheduled event from the storm of the eternity, as well as Coffee with a Cop on Tuesday, February 24th, packed day. We got a Township Committee meeting that day too, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Halo Roasters. I would also like to announce that we have a residence budget review committee, as well as several other township boards that need residents to join them. We would welcome anybody to submit their intention to join or their request to come on these boards and email residence-review at springfield-nj.us. And now we will move on to our regular business with public comments on agenda items only. Seeing none, we're going to keep moving. So we're going to do reports a bit differently. We're going to hear from Adam Lieb, our rec director, and our administrator today. So John, please kick it off for reports.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. A couple of items, if I may. We've been out, DPW, we've been extremely busy trying to clean up. We got 800 storm basins that we've got to try to make sure that we got drainage, because as the snow is going to melt, it's going to have nowhere to go. So they're iced up, so we're out there trying to get the ice away from them. Other crews have been out widening the streets, trying to clean up the intersections and the corners. We were forced to salt multiple times because we've had 12 water main breaks since the storm. Obviously, American Water was out fixing them, but it still involves DPW's got to be out also. We were very busy, obviously, with maintenance and repairs on all the equipment from the snowstorms. Tamara, can you put up that picture, please? This is the pool parking lot, just to give you an idea. This is the snow that we've picked up at the intersections and the corners and that type of thing, and just bringing it up there to get rid of it. So that's been a project. And again,
Smaller than a Tahoe.
when all of it, and it's long, you don't see all of it, but I mean, that goes for a long way. When all of this melts, we're gonna have flooding issues if we're not careful. So, yeah, so please, if you don't put anything by the basins so the water can flow, make sure we keep leaves away, et cetera, et cetera. Our DPW brochure this year is going to appear in the Patriot. So you'll be able to take that piece out and hold on to it if you wish. We also had an idea, we're going to start a DPW corner in the Patriot. So we're going to post, if bulk pickup is this month or whatever, we'll just make sure that we post that so that it reminds people what's going on. That's important with DPW. Even though it has snowed and the weather's been terrible as far as the temperature, we're still meeting with people in the downtown. We met with a business last week or this week, I'm not sure. Again, just about cleaning up their building, trying to make some improvements, that type of thing. Was Hunan Gardens. Hunan Springs, sorry. They were very accommodating. They're very nice. So we just explained to them what we'd like to see, and when the weather breaks, they're going to do some work around their building, so that helps. I also want to announce that if anybody still needs their real ID, we've got the mobile unit coming Saturday morning from 9 to 2 at Chisholm. You can go on the website, and I'll have Jay post this. You can go on the website on Thursday morning at 11 o'clock and book a space. And the website is mvc.mobileagency, all one word, at mvc.nj.gov. So if anybody needs that, again, we'll put it on the website. If you need a real ID, it's your chance to go get it. It's very convenient. They did a great job the last couple times that we've had them here. And that's kind of all that we have going at the moment that's of importance. Our other developments, because of the weather and how cold it's been, there hasn't been a whole lot going on, so it's been a little quiet. We're hoping that maybe we're going to get a break in the weather and it'll start warming up a little bit. Adam, would you like to do your rec?
Sure. Good evening, everybody. Just a few things I can point out, take any questions you might have. On this agenda, the few items that I have, the first is to authorize the pool concession contract for the third year with Elite Concessions, who've been with us. This is the last option year we have with them. Also, we are hoping to receive, with your approval, a donation for a Memorial Park bench that would be placed at Ruby. It's a very similar bench that we have at other parks. We keep things consistent, and there's a family that's being very generous to donate close to $2,000 for that bench in memory of a longtime Springfield resident. And then finally, just approving a hold harmless agreement to have another monthly blood drive at Chisholm, which have been very, very popular. They usually get anywhere between 30 and 40 appointments each time that we host one. And the one in May is going to be co-sponsored by the First Aid Squad. And then a few other developments I can just mention to you. Like John showed the picture of the snow in the pool parking lot. Even though the pool parking lot is covered with mounds of snow, work is being done both in the building and outside to prepare for the summer season, which will be here before we know it, including deliveries, touch-up paint inside the clubhouse, moving some equipment around, and just monitoring the grounds. The YMCA has already posted and opened registration for pool camp, which is really one of the most popular activities that they have over there. I think it sells out almost every summer. So residents can go onto the Recreation Department website or the Y's website to link to pool camp. And pool membership is going to open through the Y, I believe, very early in March. Over on the other side of town, we're waiting for Henshaw Park playground structure equipment to be delivered. As soon as the weather is good, the equipment that we purchased using grant funds as well as township funds will be delivered and installed probably within a week. And we also, like I said, have that bench coming to Ruby Park, as well as one that we already received from the last donation that's going to go to Irwin Park. So there will be a lot of activities in the parks this spring. I can also mention that over the next week or two, you'll start to see publicity for the egg hunt. Again, the good weather will be here before we know it. We have a few new items that are going to be hopefully very attractive to kids and families at the egg hunt this year, but I'm not going to announce them yet because we're finalizing everything, but I promise you some new things coming up the end of March. Chisholm Playground Camp registration is going to open probably within the next few weeks. We usually see anywhere between 70 and 100 kids each week over 8 different unique weeks. So parents who are ready to plan their kids' summers will be able to do that. And then finally, on the senior citizen side of things, we have a few bus trips coming up. We go to the Hunterdon Hills Playhouse in April, that's already sold out, and Wind Creek Casino in Bethlehem at the end of next month. So we have some tickets available for that. Finally, the senior citizens are celebrating Black History Month on Thursday, February 26th. Any Springfield resident who's 55 and over can RSVP with the Recreation Department and attend a luncheon with a service and a musician. It's not exclusively for club members, it's also for Springfield residents, and it's completely free, on behalf of the township. So if anyone's interested, they can call my office and RSVP. Happy to take any questions you might have on my report or anything else.
Any questions?
Yeah. Parks, we're going to mulch them in the beginning of the season versus the end of the season this year, again?
Yes, so our budget has funding for every single playground in Springfield, including the pool. Our biggest playgrounds, our smallest playgrounds. The pool mulch has already been ordered. The rest of the parks are going to be ordered just as soon as the funding is okay. But yeah, that's the plan.
Perfect. Second question. That's Snack Shack for Chisholm softball. Is that thing plumbed already? Electric's done and everything, or?
It's the electric has been tied in. It's ready to go. The softball league is scheduling like a grand opening. I think they're going to publicize that for either March or April, but there's no plumbing, there's just electric, and they're going to have concessions, frozen stuff, anything like drinks, snacks, anything that can be housed in.
But they're ready for the 2026 season.
It's going to be open in a month and a half.
All right, beautiful.
Yep.
Hiring, we're still looking for any kind of part-time employees that can help out at rec or, take after. What are the hours you're looking for mostly?
Yeah, so we have two different positions that are open on the township website, but the one that you're referring to is the recreation assistant position. We have usually at least two people on every single shift at Chisholm, and we're open 7 days a week, sometimes from after-school hours until 10 o'clock, weekends sometimes 8 to 8. It really just depends on what's going on, but our biggest need right now are for recreation assistants who can work right after school, so starting at 2:30, and who can work a 2:30 to 5 shift, a 2:30 to 8, 9 o'clock shift. These are people who monitor the lobby, who monitor the bathrooms, who monitor the hallways to make sure that kids are, safe and behaving, and other people in the building also can go to their meetings and not be trampled on.
We're looking for out-of-school kids. Or out-of-school, I guess over 18, I guess safe to say.
Ideally, yeah.
Ideally over 18. We're looking for a few people. If anybody's out there watching and they're looking for a position that can take up a few hours in the afternoon, we can use some help in Chisholm.
Hey, Adam, could you throw together a flyer that we could post on social media? I mean, those jobs are huge.
The advertisement? Sure.
Yeah, for the advertisement, for the job. I mean, those jobs are super important. So, I mean, we'd love to see them filled. Sorry to cut you.
No, perfect, thank you, yes, because it is important. And the third thing is, or fourth thing, I've been sleeping on it. I know I've had some complaints about the senior bus.
Everybody's had complaints about it. I mean,
So,
there's nothing we can do with that,
We've had the senior bus, we had our mechanic go over it, try to tighten up stuff. It's mechanically, there's not a problem with it. We said when we do take longer trips, we will try to accommodate and switch the two buses so that when there's something that's a longer duration, the seniors can get the newer bus.
that is wonderful. Okay, all right, so AC trips or anything like that?
Yeah, Adam, what did we spend for that one? Do you remember? It was over 100, wasn't it?
For the bus.
Yeah.
I don't think it was over 100, but the jitney bus that's modeled after the train station bus, I want to say was maybe 70, somewhere around that.
All right, maybe I'm high.
And we did receive some grant funding for the first senior bus that's still in use. But late last year, when we did switch with the jitney bus, we went down the Parkway. The senior citizens were much happier with the train station jitney bus. So Maureen and John's office are going to continue to do that with me whenever possible. And this is really only for longer trips out of Springfield, down the Parkway, down 78.
Yeah, perfect, all right, so that's a pretty compromising solution.
And again, I think we can look at replacing that one. I think we should start planning. We may be able to get some help with some grants, that type of thing, so.
Yeah, is that something we could use CDBG money for? I mean, I know Brendan's proposed in the past for our senior bus service. I mean, is that something that we could possibly look at?
And I've
yeah.
got another idea too, Mr. Mayor. We'll talk.
Cool,
I think maybe we can get some money.
cool. Okay, anybody else questions for our guest star tonight? All right, moving on. Alex's favorite part of the meeting, which is minutes. So, Deputy Mayor, take the floor.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt the reorganization meeting minutes of January 1st, 2026 as emailed.
I second.
All in favor? Aye. All right, moving on to new businesses. Moving on to new business, ordinances on second reading. Committeeman Weber.
Ordinance 2026-01. This ordinance amends provisions of the Township Code to create the position of OEM Liaison Officer.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to adopt Resolution 2026-01 as read by Madam Clerk, publicized in the local source, February 12th, 2026.
Second.
Okay, we are going to open up a public hearing on this. The hearing is now open. Okay, seeing as nobody is interested in the public hearing, is there any questions from anybody up here? Okay, I will close the public hearing. Madam Clerk, can we call the roll?
Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser,
Yes.
Committeeman Capides,
Yes.
Committeeman Huber, Mayor Laufer.
Yes. Madam Clerk.
Ordinance 2026-02. This ordinance amends the existing ordinances governing certain employment positions and establishes salary ranges and compensation levels for such position within the township.
I will make a motion to adopt ordinance 2026-02 as read by Madam Clerk, with the publication in the local source on February 12th, 2026.
I second.
All right, we're going to open a public hearing on ordinance 2026-02. If anybody has anything to say from the public, please come up to the podium. Seeing none. Anybody up here?
Nope.
I am going to close the public hearing. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Deputy Mayor Kaiser,
Yes.
Committeeman Capides,
Yes.
Committeeman Huber, Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
Mayor Laufer.
Yes. We have nothing on first reading, so we are going to move on to resolutions. Please let me know if you'd like any of them pulled. Resolution 2026-71, 2026-72, 2026-73, 2026-74, 2026-75, 2026-76, 2026-77, 2026-78. Okay, we're going to pull 2026-78.
Well,
Committeeman Weber?
I'll make the motion, sure. Motion to approve resolutions 2026-71 through 2026-77.
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
Committeeman Huber, Committeeman Capides,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser,
yes.
Mayor Laufer.
Yes. So we pulled resolution 2026-78. Do we talk about it first, or do we move it first?
Should I read it?
Yeah.
Okay, Resolution 2026-78. This resolution sets the formula for calculating certain full-time employees' health benefits contributions.
I make a motion to approve Resolution 2026-78 as read by Madam Clerk.
Second.
Formula for calculating, is it going down, is it going up?
So, Diane, I mean, would you?
It's definitely not going down.
Yeah.
I know that, but that's what people do,
This resolution is required by our ordinance that it basically adopts the same level of contributions that employees were making based on the old Chapter 78 law. So it mirrors that law. That is correct. This will also mean that every employee's deductions will also increase. So it offsets the township's costs.
But our percentage is not increasing, that we're increasing them. It's just, they're staying at the same percentage that we're giving them.
Correct.
It is just that their increase is due because of the state. I just want to clear that one up.
Correct. It's codifying the old state chart that many employees are familiar with.
And this was something we should have done before. This is just kind of clean up, it's housekeeping. That's all it is.
So if any employees are listening to this, we're not changing your percentage. If you're seeing an increase, it's just because the state, whatever
Our
plan
health
we're on is
insurance.
going up. Correct, right.
Okay. Madam Clerk?
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser?
Yes.
Committeeman Huber? Committeeman Weber?
Yes.
Mayor Laufer?
Yes. All right, discussion and action items. A request from New York Blood Center, New Jersey Blood Services for the use of Chisholm Community Center, Adler Gym, on Friday, May 15th, 2026, from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. for a blood drive.
Motion to approve?
Madam Clerk?
Committeeman Weber?
Yes.
Committeeman Huber? Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser?
Yes.
Mayor Laufer?
Yes. Alex's second favorite part of the meeting.
I'm sighing because I didn't get to move enough stuff tonight. I'm very upset. I'm going to make a motion to adopt payroll and invoices for the period of January 28th, 2026 through February 10th, 2026 in the amount of $5,911,326.68.
I second.
Madam Clerk?
Deputy Mayor Kaiser?
Yes.
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Committeeman Huber? Committeeman Weber?
Yes.
Mayor Laufer?
Yes. Correspondence. New Jersey American Water Company, notice of a public hearing in the matter of their petition for the authorization to change the level of its purchased water adjustment clause and purchased wastewater treatment clause. It is February 12th at 4:30 and 5:30. For further info, please see the company's website, www.newjerseyamwater.com. Public comment on any governmental issue. Not everybody come up at once.
I do have a question for Adam. Oh, go ahead.
I just want to say, like the last snowstorm and all that, I think the town did a great job.
100%.
I had no problem, and I've been to other towns, I've driven to New York City, and I've gone through a few other towns, and our town was very good. I want to commend DPW, and, let Rob know and Mike.
Thank you.
Next time they can shovel my snow, if they want to.
Everybody went through the same thing where, I'm out there doing my sidewalk and the plow comes in.
No, okay.
I must have cursed that plow driver out 3 times right on the sidewalk. Adam, I just want to go back to one thing about the blood drive. You said that general attendance is 20, 30, 40 people each drive?
Yeah, we get those statistics after when they thank us for that. I believe they could hold more people through appointments, but that's considered good, between 30 and 40 or so, but they absolutely could use more. We publicize it, they publicize it, so it's a great thing just to mark your calendar to do every other month that we have it at Chisholm. It's always a blood emergency, so.
Well, that's why I wanted you to give that another plug real quick, because I know there's still, after all these years, a blood shortage dating back to COVID and prior. One more time, May 15th, from 11 in the morning till 9 at night, blood drive for Chisholm.
Thank you. We also had 2 email correspondences. I'll read them in chronological order. From Michael Bartosh, 77 Tudor Court. Good evening. I would like to say that I would like to have Oakland Avenue made into a one-way. Also, I spoke with Mr. Huber about tractor trailers on Mizell, Mountain, Hillside Aves. A study was sent out by the county in 2020 about tractor trailers on county roads. I think this should be revisited by the council and discussed with the county. Much more trailers are running on these roads since 2020. All they are cut-throughs from Route 78 to Route 22. They are not making deliveries on any of these roads. And please say it can't be done because other towns in New Jersey have stopped them from running through their town.
And I did discuss with the county, spoke with the county. I think I did tell Michael that, we should get something to the county. I've called, we've called, and
Yep.
there's nothing that I can't put a sign up, or she can't put a sign up saying no trucks over a certain way. We can't on county roads. And you know,
Correct.
everybody knows.
Yeah, no, it's 100% right. And I mean, the only thing we can really do is reach out to the county, which we will continue to do.
Yes.
Next, also Michael Bartosh, 77 Tudor Court. Good evening. Have the mayors of Union County met recently with the Union County Board of Commissioners and the Army Corps of Engineer referencing the flooding of the Rahway River Basin? I don't believe they have.
Are you looking at me? Yes. No, they have, the Mayor's Council, which I do serve as a rep, has not recently met with the Army Corps of Engineers or as the county as a whole. And it's more than just Union County. It includes Essex County towns, too. At this point in time, everything just, it's still a functioning, we're still part of that group. The Army Corps of Engineers is still tasked with trying to find a solution. Currently, there is not a solution that is viable from the federal government funding perspective. Milburn has, and I think they've discussed it at their meetings, they have started to look at self-funding a project that might help Milburn and then lesser extent to towns down the corridor. But that is years, if ever, or if DEP would, our Department of Environmental Protection, the state agency, might not even approve such a project. And this is getting really into the weeds. But if the federal government isn't in favor of a project, our understanding of meeting over the years is DEP is not about to go off on their own and approve such a project, even if the locals want to fund it, just because they partner so much with the federal government that they rely on their expertise. So that was my always understanding, and I wouldn't want to don't hold me to that. I'm just kind of putting that out there for context. At times, we have discussed that in our meetings, and that was kind of a takeaway. And even if self-funding amongst the town, it would probably not be even feasible. So I don't even want to really put that out there. I'm just kind of giving you that right now we're, I wouldn't say at an impasse, but I would think that it's going to be very difficult in the near future to have a project. Not to mention, and beat up on the federal administration, but currently the federal administration doesn't believe in climate change, and I think that's as they strike historical context, as they strike words, as they strike data from websites, it is not a priority to deal with effects of climate change. And we'll talk about all politics is local. if that's unfortunately who you supported at the federal level, well, these are the kinds of the ramifications when the administrations start to take hard look at projects. So you can't recognize that there's effects of climate change that require mitigation and adaptation projects, and then suddenly be surprised when that administration isn't prioritizing those kind of projects. So, am I hopeful that something is going to happen in the next few years? I am not hopeful that a project. We hope on the local level to do our best, and I know our DPW does a good job of upkeeping our channels of the riverbank. I know Milburn has prioritized that. We will continue to prioritize that. Our public safety and emergency management is top-notch and knows what they have to do in situations of flooding, and we hope to not incur those kind of storm events.
Yep.
We met with Army Corps engineer years ago in New York. It was a meeting, mayors from here, going over there, and I don't even know how many years ago it was. And it was all set. They were gonna come in, we did, and fix what the engineers recommended. And then his first term, when he was president, cut everything out, and that was it. Never looked back. We've been lucky, of course, we haven't had any real bad storms like they had back then.
We did hear back. They did come back with a presentation, and their analysis and proposed project was not able to meet the requirement for federal funding because it would not have alleviated, even if they built the project, it would not have alleviated, it wouldn't have dropped down the water enough in all these communities down the river to justify spending the initial project. What would have happened, and hey, right, there's different arguments. It may have helped it may have dropped down a few feet in like Rawway. It may have dropped, but it's still damaging their first floor. You come up, maybe Cranford gets it only into the basement, but you're still wiping out the basement. Maybe Springfield sees the most improvement, but there's still water coming into and causing damage. At the same time, you would have been wiping out a pass-through that is vital to Essex County through the reservation, which would have been flooded for months on end as part of that project, wasn't viable for this area. So that was, at that point, the Army Corps only saw that as a viable solution. And they, unfortunately, there is a law passed that they can't close the book. Some projects, they can just close it and say, we have provided you a solution, it's not adequate, this is unfortunate, and they can close the book. There was a law passed that requires the Army Corps to continue to prioritize this project or continue to try to find solutions until one is viable. So it gives hope that maybe there's future technology, I don't know, that you can do it.
Done for at least 10 years. And that, we still haven't heard anything about that. So from, what, 2 or 3 homes to 1 or 2, whatever. They keep on saying, oh, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
I don't think they have a traffic relocation ideal that's suitable. When you look at it, yeah. I mean, your only option is to route people through Vauxhall, which is, yeah.
Liberty Avenue, Vauxhall Road, all that, yeah.
I don't think they have an option of how do you detour thousands of cars. I don't know what the answer is.
All right. Any other comments from the dais? Seeing none, Madam Clerk?
Okay, we for executive session, Resolution 21026, whereas Article 6 of the Open Public Meetings Act provides that a public body may hold a closed session, and whereas the Township Committee will, during this meeting, enter into discussion of the following matters: attorney-client privilege and personnel, attorney-client privilege, potential contract negotiation, and potential lease, purchase, or acquisition of real property. Whereas the matters to be discussed in closed session are to remain in the strictest of confidence by all Township Committee members in furtherance of their fiduciary duties to the Township. Now therefore, be it resolved, matters discussed at this meeting will be released to the public when the reasons for discussing and acting upon them in closed session no longer exist.
So moved.
For executive.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved by Deputy Mayor Kaiser, seconded by Committee Captains.
And will,
Weber, sorry. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We-
We may be taking action this meeting. We are in closed. We're open.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to place a resolution on the agenda.
Committeeman Capides?
I would like to place resolution number 202679 for consideration.
Is there a second?
Approval.
I'll second it.
Yeah.
Sure, I would like to make a motion to add a resolution to the agenda, resolution number 202679. This resolution approves salary increases for department heads, supervisors, and certain non-union employees for the year 2026. Can you please pass this down to
I second.
Kaiser?
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, we have to,
No.
We have to do a roll
Yes.
call.
Oh, she has to roll call.
Madam Clerk?
Yes.
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 Vote for adjournment?
No.
Second.
No. We have to vote on the resolution. We just added it to the
Oh,
agenda.
that's right.
Is there a motion for
Mr. Mayor,
Resolution
I would like to-
2026-79?
Sorry, I apologize. I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution 2026-79.
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Yes.
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 That was two.
Yes. Is there a motion to adjourn?
No.
Motion.
Is there?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.
Great job, everybody.